said I got to say something, baby, hand me the mic. I said I got to say something, better hand me the mic. Somebody hand me a mic. Cause I got to say something, so just hand me a mic. When I need to say something, better hand me the mic. I said I got to say something, better hand me the mic.
Here's a question for you, Dan.
Go on.
So I've just spent £10 there. £10 of my valuable money on Omaze. You heard of Omaze?
No.
It's like, you got these ticket sites where you can buy tickets to potentially win a draw.
Right.
Omaze are offering a £3 million house in Surrey. So I thought, let's put 10 quid into this. I get 15 tickets. I've got a chance.
Decided he wants...
Our little question to you, Daniel.
He wants to relocate his whole life to Surrey.
Well, not just that. It's just like if I win it, £3 million house, I'll probably sell it. But you get 100 grand with it. My question to you, sir, what would you do if you won that £3 million house and the £100,000?
If I won a £3 million house...
Yeah. Are you keeping it?
No. It's going on the market same day. I'm not even viewing it.
Right.
I'm not even wasting my petrol money down.
Not going in.
I'm
not going to do like a nasty-ass house party in it first and then sell it.
Not interested. Don't drink. Literally, first thing I would do is, when I got the key, I'd ring the estate agent, an estate agent in London, obviously a high-end one.
Get a good guy.
Get it sold.
This is the house, mate. Just have a little look. There you go.
It's beautiful.
This could be yours. So you just instantly, you're not even going to have a look. You're just going to sell it.
Southpaw, how am I going to afford to run that house?
There you got £100,000 in cash.
So there's a month's worth.
Yep.
So I can run it for a month. I'll take my 100 grand and use that as the fee for the estate agent, because that's probably what they'll want. And I would mark it up for the asking price. Wouldn't argue. Wouldn't.
3 mil.
Yeah, just whatever.
That'll
I'd
do
take
me.
offers.
Yep.
If someone offered me 2.7, no problem. There you go. What, no nonsense. And I would buy a 3-bedroom semi in Darlington for 250 grand, pay my mum's mortgage off, pay my sister's mortgage off, and then make a business that worked.
Nice.
Right.
Fuck this podcast clean off.
No. This would be invested into. Big time.
Wonderful.
Really?
It'd be a big investment into this.
Lovely.
But the day job would be obviously taken care of first.
Do you want to buy some tickets then?
I don't, sir.
Right.
No.
Well,
I
listen,
think that's pixie dust.
I've got 10 quid share in this ticket, so if I
Southpaw's
win,
feeling flush. He's had 10 quid to spare.
we'll all know on Sunday as to whether I've got the £3 million house in Surrey, and if that's the case, this has been Southpaw, and it's been a pleasure knowing you all. But we will see. But that's a good answer, Dan, because I don't know what I'd even do if I won that.
I do. What you do is you tell your dad first, and then your dad would tell you to sell it.
Yeah, I would like.
That's what would happen.
And then
haven't you had like a direct plan of what you do if you had like the 2 point, if you had the
Straight
3
away.
mil straight away, just...
What would you do, Johnny?
I mean, I'd probably follow a similar path, but I would also, I would imagine I'd
Go to Disney.
blow a hell of a lot of it up Disney's arse, yeah. So many lightsabers, man.
Johnny would
Have them for fucking eyes, it would be great.
lightsaber room.
It's funny, but I believe you. It's not like you're not trying to be funny. That's true.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
No, man, you don't want a big house. Trust me.
No.
Too much money. Unless you've got £100,000 coming in every week, then it's just pointless.
I don't, yeah, to be fair, like I see people with them big houses, I don't even know what they would do with them. Like, it's a fucking waste of time.
That had a pool in it. Do you know how much it costs to keep a pool running?
Oh, yeah.
It costs a lot, like.
Like the filter and that, and the electric. What the
You have
electric
to have a guy come out, clean it every week.
Like, you're not doing that garden, brother. Somebody's doing that garden for you. It's massive.
Yeah, that's true.
The bills to run it is just insane. You know,
And he would see the size of the house and he'd rinse you as well. Like, their prices go up just because they see how much money you've got.
upkeep, maintenance. Like, it's probably got about 4 boilers. Like, it's probably got loads of like things that keep it how it is, and just to keep it in its state, would cost a lot of money. Probably thousands a month to run a house.
So I'm selling it now, and then I probably would have to take the route of I don't know what business I would set up, but yeah, I think that's a wise choice. Maybe invest $1 million into a business and try and get that going.
You know what you're probably best off doing? The old-fashioned thing. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, and maybe some people are saying, no, you need to buy crypto. You can't fail with good old bricks and mortars. That's what my granddad said.
Yeah, that's
and it's
true.
Still true to this day, I think.
Property market.
Spend the bang lot on houses. You know, buy as many 150 grand houses, because that's the one that everyone can afford, the 150 to 200 mark. It's the biggest pool. Buy as many of them as you can get for your money. See if you can get a, like sniff dealers, see if you can get 3 for 100. I don't know. Get some kind of a deal. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I buy 20, do I get 25? I don't know. But that's probably what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
But then see, I'm not very good at that sort of stuff. I wonder about this, right? You're probably best off not spending all your money on it, right? Because let's say you get this 3 million. How much, Southpaw?
£3,100,000 of cash.
Okay, so you got 3,000,000.1 thousand. You buy it, you spend it all on houses, right? Okay. You're probably going to have to keep some in reserve for because if you've got, 30, 40 houses, say, like boilers are going to go weekly. You know what I mean? Like there's each one, the roof's gone on this one, or this gone on this one.
But then you got to remember you're getting assuming that you're renting them all, you're going to get whatever, £600 a month off each of them houses.
Do you know what I would do? I would hire somebody. You know what I mean? Because I can't keep track of all
Just
that.
whack it to a lettings agency and just be like,
Yeah, something like that.
do that, keep me paid, see you in a bit.
I think so. That's probably the best thing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think that rule still applies? Or in today's world, do you think that bricks and mortar are not the way now?
Honestly, I think it's probably going to be the only thing left for us in a while.
Really?
Well, everyone's going to always need somewhere to live. And then you hear about the age of your AIs and then, the crypto market. And I can see how they could probably connect at some point. There's a lot of jobs becoming obsolete because of artificial intelligence and because people just don't need it anymore. Like graphic designers. I'm fucked. Don't need me anymore. But yeah, everyone's always going to need somewhere to live. So it's probably the safest by a million miles.
Yeah. Yeah, the AI things. I thought, Jonny, I thought a few months ago, you and I had a conversation sat here, and your opinion or your thoughts were that your thing would be safe because it's creative. Has that changed?
I go back and forth. I mean, I'm just joking about it there, to be fair. It's going to whittle out the good from the bad, I would say. Definitely. Because, people who would go and buy a logo design on Fiverr and then spend a $5 and get a shit logo. You can go on, a million AI websites now and just type in, I want a logo with a house on it. And you'll get a decent logo. And it won't cost, you can probably do it for free. You know what I mean? So why would you? Yeah. But if you want something which is got a bit of more thought put into it and it's got a personal touch, I'm your guy. AI can't do that shit.
No, not yet.
Not yet. That's the little caveat. Because even in the short time that we've had AI, that's you're hearing about the Apple Intelligence thing that's coming out soon, where it's getting better. AI is already getting better than it was when it started.
What's that? The Apple Intelligence? What's that?
I mean, effectively, Siri's turning into Jarvis from Iron Man. It's going to be a lot more intuitive.
Really?
Yeah. It's looking pretty impressive, to be fair.
Wow.
And now that it's hitting the consumer market and it's becoming a lot more widely used by grannies can use it and stuff now. It's only going to get better and progress, and it's kind of a bit scary.
Yeah, I quietly hope that the content that I consume on a regular basis is all bias to the AI is going to completely change everything and none of us are going to have a job unless you're a barber or a builder. That's kind of what I'm consuming.
Yeah.
And definitely since the pandemic-y type thing, I have learned to maybe not take in everything that you're listening to and maybe think that, there might be two different sides to this, And my opinion, because of what I'm consuming, is that we've all, I'm not saying we've had it, but we're all going to have to change what we do. Yeah, to it. But there is a little piece in me that thinks maybe that's wrong. And I do speak to the, let's say, yous of the world and other people of the world who don't believe that. I'm no, maybe one day, but they believe it's way past our lifetime. And a little bit of me thinks, well, I hope they're right, because that sounds better to me. Yeah. Basically, the way I see it is, if I live a long time, just stay away for 30 or 40 years, and then so be it after that.
Yeah.
But again, what I'm consuming is 34 years. How about 5 to 10?
I do get that, but I think there's more trades than just bricklaying and barbering. I mean,
Figure of speech, man.
yeah, no, figure of speech, I get that, but sales, I'm not going to listen to a robot try and sell me anything. You know, your profession is sales. Can you see that going anywhere?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I mean, now you've seen it with the podcasts and things. They've now got the technology to take somebody like Mr. Rogan, for example, and they can audibly create a podcast between him and Elon Musk that sounds pretty much 99.9% to the untrained ear exactly the same. So we already have the technology to, say, take a voice and program it to hear any answer and find the most effective reply to that.
Yeah.
That's already there. That's
like
not a
salespeople already work to scripts basically most of the time.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not too big of a leap to imagine that
Yeah.
it'll have a flowchart of answers to go through to get to it.
And then
Yeah.
you've just got...
And the voice is going to become a lot more personable because it could be fucking Arnie for all you.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's
whoever you
there.
want.
That's there now.
Yeah, I'd buy anything off Arnie.
Oh,
you know?
right,
It's not so much in use yet, but it, like, in theory, they're
Think
only
ahead in that way.
a couple
Yeah.
of years off
It
that
scares me
being-
the whole like scam side of it though. Like, can you imagine like, I mean, they're going to get my voice easily from the podcast. You know, it's very easily.
Very easily.
But like, you know, they could have my voice ring my dad and be like, "Oh, Dad, I need a £5. Can you just send it to XYZ, this bank account?" And my dad will probably just be like, "Oh yeah, no bother, son." But it wouldn't be me. It would just be
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Scary times.
You've shut me down there. I've got nothing.
Sorry, man, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
But
Shit.
if you did win 3 million, you know,
You better make it last.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, to be honest,
think
that's,
about that though. You set up telephone lines, maybe 100 of them. You get AI systems in to call thousands of people across the UK. You're going to get bites left, right, and centre. Shit.
pretty much. And you could do it en masse. You could do it you could take like 1 million mobile phone numbers with the mission of just getting a £5 off each one for something.
Yeah.
And
Shit.
and you've within 30 minutes you've just generated £1 million just like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's not looking too healthy, actually.
they'll probably,
is it?
if they've got any sense, they'll, and I do hope this is in the mix, I think they need to regulate it, and I think they need to make laws and things, because it's going to cripple. Listen, it might, on one side of it, it can financially increase an economy because you're not paying wages. But at the same time, that very thing that can increase profit is going to cripple the people within it.
Yeah.
Cripple. And you'll have all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
Then you go on to how that affects the healthcare service, and because everything's knock-on effect.
Yeah.
And
businesses will always choose the favor the cheapest option of doing things. So it's inevitable that businesses are going to choose the cheaper way to do things and go down the AI route. So they need to regulate that shit fast.
So we probably all need to take a barbering course. I would say that's probably the hack. That right now you probably need to go and do a trade, like a plumber or something like that. Honestly, joking aside, it has been, if I wasn't so born idle and lazy, it has been going through my head. I've always kind of wanted to be a hairdresser.
Yeah.
But I'm knocking on 40 now, Is it too late?
It's never too late.
We could do it. You can cut my hair if you want. We'll do an episode.
Yeah.
Just have a go. Yeah.
That'd make a good episode.
Dan's first haircut
Imagine.
with Jonny.
Swear down, I'll do it.
Would you?
Would you?
Misha might have something to say, but fucking
Worst case scenario, you can do a skinhead, right? Worst case.
I don't feel like I've got the head for that.
No?
I've always wondered, but nah, I just don't.
Same. I've got an alien
But you know what?
head.
Worst comes to shove, I'll wear hats for a few months,
Yeah.
Be all right.
Yeah.
Goes back.
Who knows?
No, it's never too late. And actually, it does seem very profitable. People are always going to need their haircut. That's not going to change. And you see, how many barbers have we had in here? There's 2 now, Lewis and Anthony. They're both doing very
Some
well.
sound advice off them, and then
Yeah, we've had some very good points off them. And it's it seems fun. You're talking to people all day.
I can see a world, right, where a barber, a hairdresser, a builder, they're not bad paid jobs, right? But they're not like your lawyers and shit like this. They're not the highest paid jobs. Again, this is not for everybody, but most of the time, they're not the highest paid jobs. I can sort of see a world where, say, in 50 years' time, if AI does what my side of things says it does, I can see a world where they end up being the highest paid jobs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it spins round sort of thing.
Because they're like the only paid jobs.
basically.
Very sought after, yeah.
Yeah. But then saying that, I think as time goes on, more and more people might not go into digital sectors because of AI. So you'll have more builders, you'll have more hairdressers. So maybe not. Maybe it'll plateau out. I don't know. Look, yeah, who knows? It's good. Look, whatever happens, it's a blessing to be here, and we're gonna find out. That's for sure.
Yeah, it'll happen in our lifetime.
100%. If we live long, fruitful lives, like to your 80 and 90s, we'll see it all happen.
It is mad to think like what I started with and like, you know, being born in the 90s. So like where we are now, that's a mad fucking leap, really, isn't it? Like iPhones, like Facebook is fucking mad, yeah.
Mad. Yeah.
It's all happened, especially through mine as well. I remember being very young with the big, massive box TVs, and now you get these TVs that are as thin as fucking phones.
Yeah.
It's mental, mate.
I mean, it was a bit past my time, but my nana, when I was a kid, still had a black and white TV upstairs. Mm-hmm. We had one as well in our kitchen for years. The TV people had colour TVs, like you say, the big box ones, but black and whites were still around in places. I still remember that. Yeah. Do you think this past 30 years or so, do you think that's been the most dramatic progression out of all? If you pick 30 years through the dawn of time, let's say the 90s to now, or let's go back, the 60s to the 90s, or the 30s to the 60s, throughout the dawn of time, do you think the most...
It was the Industrial Revolutions, that was the big one, wasn't it? When was that? Is that like the
late part of the 1800s, was it?
Was it?
I think so. Back into the 1800s. 1870s, 1880s, 1890s.
Industrial Revolution was 1760
Oof. Wow.
Really?
Miles off.
to 1840.
Oh, that's a big span of...
That's how long it spanned. 80 years was the span for that.
But what, I mean, apart from industry, nothing else changed. There was, like, cars weren't born then. People were still using horse and carts. There was no electricity. Yeah, industry changed in how we produce things and our ability to produce things en masse. But what else? Like, we've kind of had an industrial revolution now.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's a technological revolution, I guess.
Technological.
I would, you know, if I was a betting man, which I am at times, I would say that we probably live in, if the planet lives that long, in thousands of years' time, I think this period of time will be looked on as the most important because it was the dawn of the internet. And I think that was, I mean, I know it didn't actually happen there was like, you know, people say it was around in the 70s, the 80s, whatever.
Yeah.
But it becoming
used by men in basements. It was...
But has it been publicly accessed by the masses, by everybody? I think that was
30 years.
Yeah. And I think one day it'll be looked at as this was the time that either changed mankind for the better or
either progressive or the other way, which is we doomed us all.
Yeah.
But hey, look, don't worry, we've got pronouns now, so you know everything's going to be all right.
It's good. Yeah, that's.
I don't know. I really do just think there was something for my childhood having to go and knock on people's doors to see if they come out. That's just gone now. Kids will never really do that again. You text them or you call them. And for me, I don't know, that little thing of, is he going to be able to come out not knowing all these things? I think it's good for a child.
It still had a kill through a mobile phone back then, like a lot of wasted trips, wasn't there?
There was, but I don't know. It's a strange one if you think about it, isn't it?
So we're rolling Southpaw.
We are rolling.
Yeah,
we are. So yeah. Oh, we don't say episodes no
Well,
more, right?
this is episode 52.
How do you know?
I think we're in a good place again.
We're in
now.
a good place again. I know
we've
which
got our
episode.
shit together now.
Yeah, we've got our
figured
shit
it out.
together. It's not a case of we had a few weeks off
Just
when we were
say
getting
this
ahead.
and then this ends up being like 53 or something.
No,
Giving
this
it the
is-
big licks like,
Yeah,
we're
no,
so confident. 52 straight down.
Anthony's was out at this point, so we hope you all enjoyed Anthony's episode, which went out on Friday.
Yeah, great guy.
Really good episode. Happy with that one.
Yeah.
And this is episode 52. John La is back.
Hi.
And
I'm back.
we are back. Here we go.
We're back.
Episode 52. Crazy.
Yeah, everybody that watches, thank you. We do appreciate that. Keep watching. Couldn't do it without you.
Share, like, subscribe, all that goodness.
I'll tell you something. I found myself today, I'm sure we all do this at times, right? It's the car singing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It dawned on me as I was pulling in, as I'd finished my rendition of Paolo Nutini, Last Request.
Nice. Lovely song.
Yeah. It dawned on me that I thought, do you know what, right? How come if you take me outside of this vehicle, right, and said, stand by the side of the road and absolutely give it to this song. I mean, eyes closed, hand movements, you know, sometimes I get emotional because I like it that much, you know, like get a bit welled up and shit, you know. If you put me on the side of the road and said, do that, I would be so embarrassed to do it. But how come I feel secure in this glass box, right, with all these people driving past me to just just go for it? Why do you feel secure in this glass box?
Have you ever like wondered how noise-proof that car is, that glass box is?
I also know that it isn't, you know. I also understand this, you know. And I can be sat in traffic giving it.
Yeah. No, I think everyone's the same though. Although I've got to say, I've never spotted anybody else.
No?
Sometimes I like look out for it to try and see if I can see anybody like belting it out. I've never seen anybody.
No? You need to come down Woodlands Road.
Yeah. I've been caught a few times, like proper just in the moment going for it. And then I look to my left in traffic and there's like a couple of people just smiling and laughing at me. Like, and then you just look and you're in that embarrassed moment, aren't you? And you can't wait to just nudge forward a couple of meters. But yeah, I don't know why that is. But my sister's the worst for it. She'll just sing her heart out in the car. But
With
she's
you
like,
in it with her?
Yeah. She loves it. The whole car singing thing. I think lassies love it more personally. But
Have you ever, when I'm like in the car, I mean, the two best places to sing, right? Cars and
Showers. Which I've got to say, for all I've guessed that, because it's the obvious one, I'm not in that. Car, yes. Shower, never occurred to us.
Never?
Nah.
Oh, mate. It's something, it must be something about the acoustics in a shower, like in a bathroom, like the shape of the bathroom. I don't know what it is, but you just sound better.
it's the tiles, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. You sound class in a
You
shower.
get a good reverb.
Even
in there,
better
yeah.
if you turn towards the shower. So you're like boxed in like a sound box. You know what I mean? There's just three sides. I mean, I'm a scumbag, so I have a shower over a bath. So I haven't got all four.
No,
but
so do we. Yeah.
I know you've got all four, right?
I do, yes.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
So,
He's got both,
Of
I
course you do.
reckon,
Yeah. It's books in a bus stop living, isn't it?
No.
You know?
Southpaw Towers and that.
No,
Yeah.
it's Southpaw in the booth. That's where I like to go.
Yeah. No, the singing in the shower, man. Like, you sound awesome, right?
Yeah, you do.
You start off words, you're thinking, you know, maybe. You know, maybe if the right person heard this, maybe.
Yeah.
But I find myself in the car sometimes, like I'll be giving it to Last Request, and someone will ring, and then it'll catch a bit of my actual voice, and I'm like, "Oh, you're terrible." But you sound better if somebody's singing.
If you're singing over the top of like Paolo Nutini,
You think it's you.
Yeah.
You know, you think it's you. It's right in it. You know.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I often find myself like, if I'm driving home from work and then like you're giving it for a Queen or whatever, and then you go through a 30, and then like you're driving through a village, and then all of a sudden you're just like, "We are the champions." You just bottle down. There's like people walking around.
Oh, I'm a terrible singer. Yeah, I'm definitely never going to be a singer. Like, never.
Yeah, that's an awful moment when then somebody calls. I don't like that.
No, but yeah, I just found myself thinking that today. Like,
There is something about singing to very loud music, and then the realization of it all is pretty awful.
yeah, we all have those dreams, though, right?
Oh yeah.
You know. Did you ever, at any point in your life, think that you would be famous or something like that? I used to.
Yeah, I was in a band once.
Oh, you
It was
were,
terrible.
Yeah. Did you have dreams of stardom?
Oh, it would be mint.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Just touring all the time and just just live out a van with your mates, just play a few shows, rock up to the next place, explore a city, play a show.
What was the instrument? The guitar?
I was on bass.
Right.
It was
An essential part. An essential
a
part.
very essential part. It was because nobody else would basically. I had a guitar, but they're like, "Oh, we need a bassist, mate," and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it. It's fine."
So you can play both.
Yeah, because I'm fucking talented.
And the Joanna.
And the Joanna, mate, yeah. But that come later. That at that point I was guitar really. But yeah, we played 3 shows, 2 of them in the same pub. They were pretty. One of the shows was great, and then the other 2 were kind of like, we were there, we played.
Yeah. What was the Great Show like?
Oh, it was mint. Yeah, I don't know, we just done like a lot of rehearsals up to it, like the week before, and we were just like, everything was kind of tight and everything came together. It was the first show as well.
Was it?
And then like, yeah, everything just went off as planned. And then we left, and I was like, yeah, that felt really good.
Yeah. Did you ever record anything?
No,
Never.
No, never.
Maybe you should have.
I know,
You never know.
still might, just as myself, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm of the opinion that live music is horrific. You know, I will go, but I think it sounds horrific.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
To be
Unless
fair,
you-
I know a few bands who, like, when I went to see them live, the live stuff is so much better than studio recordings.
Totally.
But, you know, it's a 50-50, I think.
Yeah.
There's
For the
some-
most part, I think it sounds bad.
Yeah.
I love the Kooks CDs. Oh, no, we're not in 96 anymore. The Kooks recordings.
Spotify
Whatever,
playlist,
yes.
yes.
But, yeah, if you hear them live, it's a car crash.
Oh, really? They're not good live.
No, they're not good live. No, and then that's my favorite band. So like, it pains me to say
That's
it,
what it is.
but it doesn't sound the same.
No, even my boys, like My Chemical Romance, like, they sound great on the records, but like they do sound great live. But Gerard, like, he kind of hit the notes as well on the bounce. I think when you're doing a tour all the time, it must take a toll on your vocal cords and that. But like, he doesn't sound the best.
No.
He doesn't give a fuck, but like, he doesn't sound the best.
Think about the life, right, of like a successful, well, not even successful, somebody who is in a band, and that's your day job. You're like, what a carry on that must be. Like, it's just, like you say, you're living in a bus,
Yeah.
right? You're showering and shitting where you can. You, for the most part, are probably getting smashed every night.
Yeah, probably.
That takes some doing, you know?
It's tough. You kind of do the family life and do that. You've got to kind of have one or the other. Unless you're mega famous, like I imagine Taylor Swift has a pretty cush.
Yeah.
Like, you know, private jet to the shops or whatever she needs.
Yeah, pretty much. No, when you're a kid, you always like think of that life and you think, wow, that would be amazing to be a rock star.
Yeah.
But now I can't think of anything worse.
No.
It just seems like what a traumatic, hard-going existence.
Yeah.
I don't imagine they're having the 5 a day, you know? Do you think they're drinking 3 litres of water a day, you know?
3 litres of alcohol.
Yeah, pretty much. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I mean, you see the child stars. I don't know whether you saw that documentary of Robbie Williams. Like, a favourite for me. Absolutely love Robbie. And he obviously got all the stardom with Take That and stuff. And the world that he entered, he was way too young for it. And he got wrapped up in the drug scene. He was stuck in that world for a long time. It's easily done. Like, you see all these child stars who just get hooked on drugs and stuff because that's just the world. Everything's free. Everything's just given to them.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know. Having that willpower, somebody like Gary Barlow who's always been clean, like, it's just sort of a phenomenon, really, isn't it?
Has he always been clean, has he?
I'll Google it, but I'm pretty sure somebody like him, yeah.
Gary Barlow, the role model.
Yeah, the role model. To be fair, he doesn't come across as somebody that would get pickled, but, you know.
Yeah, I know. You don't look at them and think, oh, that's the rock star life there.
Thing is, though, he was in Take That, right? Or was
Yeah.
it Boyzone? Which one was he in?
He's in Take That, yeah.
Take That. And
Southpaw went to see them not too long ago.
I know.
I did,
Yeah,
yeah.
had a little
I've never done drugs, but I've done drugs, but I've never had a problem with them. He said, I'm glad I've tried them, but I got them out of my system when I was young. So he has done drugs.
But not for him.
Not for him.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you a story. I won't go into it too much, but I'll tell you one of my dramas. You know, I've just been away. Mm-hmm. Check this out for a drama. So we'd hired cars on this holiday, right? We'd drive them back to the airport.
Yeah.
Right? So picture the scene. I've got one of them big, stupid pickups. You know, them big, stupid American ones?
Yeah.
They're ridiculous.
You'll have a few people in the back, do you?
Yeah, it's like a boat, right? Obviously, the suitcases go in the back, right? So there's like, I don't know, 5 suitcases in the back of this pickup truck. All is well driving to this airport. It's about an hour and a half, whatever, I can't remember, 2 hours away from where we were staying. All well. We were early for the airport, okay? So we had the good idea of, let's go to Starbucks before. Great idea.
Yeah,
you know,
love a Bucks.
it's 11 a.m., coffee, great. Spend an hour in there, no problem on. We come off the motorway, right? We park up. We turn the car off, on the pickup off. We get out. As I get out, I go, where's the fob? Right?
You left the keys in the car.
The fob, the car is saying fob not detected. I'm like, huh. So I'm turning the car upside down. All of a sudden, it dawns on me. When we were back at the place, an hour and a half away, I had started the engine, put the fob on the step that you step up to get in, outside of the vehicle.
Oh, fuck, Dan.
We had put the cases in the back, and Divvy here had forgot that the fob was still outside the vehicle. I had presumed it was in my pocket. We then drove an hour and a half, and I turned the car off. Now then, we are in a precarious situation, ladies and gentlemen, because this car is off. It will not start because you need the fob. And the fob is an hour and a half away back at the villa, right?
Oh, man.
Oh, dear, right? And at this moment, in the panic, the heavens opened.
Oh, good. Florida rain's next level as well.
Yeah, man. So it wasn't a trickle. It was one of them instantly wet to the core. So what is one to do, you know? So being heroic, said, listen, ladies, you go in there and get a coffee and I'll figure this out. Having no clue how I was going to figure this out. So I'm thinking, right, do I have time to go back? Like I'm looking, I don't. It's an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
So even at best, it's a 3-hour round trip.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make it. And how do I know where that key fell off? What if because you drive slow anyway. What if I had got half a mile down the road before it fell off?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was on a rubber step, which was grippy. So I'm thinking, it's in my head at first, I was like, oh, it's just outside the house. So I'm trying to ring the place where we were. They were literally no help. They were like, no, this is what annoyed me, right? They had, where we stayed, there was all these villas in this big, like, estate sort of thing. They had, like, they called it the clubhouse, I guess, which was, like, where the gym was, stuff like this. And there was a reception area. So I'd called there first. Said, do us a favour. Will you go down the street to the house and check to see if the key's outside? No, we can't do that. Sorry? You need to contact the owner of the property. Said the owner of the property lives in a different country. Oh, we can't help you then. And I was trying my best sales tactics to objection handle, you know, broken record effect, keep asking. In the end, they were just like, no, sir. You might be able to ring security to see if they can, because there was a security box on the way in. So I get that number, I ring the security man. The security man says no. So at the end of the day, I thought I'm just going to have to ring the company. So I ring the company and tell them what's happened. Obviously, I've made that really short. That took 45 minutes, right? In the end, it came to the point that they would send a tow truck to collect the vehicle. We would have to get an Uber to the airport. We're only 15 minutes away, not a problem.
Right.
And I would be charged for the collection and the new key fob. And would you believe it? Just by chance, my card got cancelled at the same time. Mad.
Oh, great.
Mad. You know, it's just weird how things happen. You know, I definitely didn't ring my card and cancel it.
Because you're traveling.
That's what it is, yeah. I definitely didn't
Dan
cancel
travels,
that card.
it's a
You know what I
nightmare.
mean? So my card didn't work. So one of them. Now,
Oh, no.
what I did is I've actually waited to see what would come up because I knew there'd be an attempted charge. And you know what it is? They tried to charge me 190 quid. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ring them up. I'm going to ring them up and pay that. Only fair, innit? You know?
Yeah.
So I have tried today to ring him. I was on hold for an hour and 10 minutes. Nobody answered. So I'll try again another day. But not a great story, but I'm going to pay them fair and square. You know? It's only right.
Because you're a good guy.
I'm a good guy.
You're a good
you
guy.
know?
Yeah.
Didn't feel right. You know, it's my fault. at the
It's
end
an
of the day.
expensive mistake, though. You won't do that again.
It's mad
No.
that nobody would help you, though.
No,
Like,
nobody would
somebody
help.
would just walk out to a property and just be like, oh, there's a key fob. There it is. That's the one he's after.
Yeah. Yeah, it was strange. But yeah, there's a boo-boo,
Yeah.
you know,
Every time you travel, man,
every time.
just stay here.
I'd nearly made a clean sweep.
Yeah.
This was nearly the first time I had no issues. But it wouldn't be.
What did you find driving in America like? Was that...
I guess the first initial drive, the first maybe even the first day, I guess I was a bit warped because
Yeah.
it was out of comfort zone. You know what I mean? Like, oh, right. There's a note going up saying we have to do an ad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
So we'll be right back after this ad break. Do you clap there or no?
No,
We'll keep the clap, yeah.
doesn't
We'll
matter.
keep the clap.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
You were on fuck me, what were you saying?
Driving.
Driving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, driving in America. What's driving in
Fir-
America like?
First day, like, yeah, it was a bit different. The car was too big, obviously. Doesn't stop, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, first day was a bit weird, but no, I adapted pretty quick.
Yeah.
I was all right in it.
Good. I'm kind of nervous about it. I know when I go back next time I'm getting the car, I'm kind of like, oh, I'll have to just,
You know what?
deal with it.
You know what, right? What will happen, I believe, is I've driven in lots of places, right? Brazil, America, all over. I've driven everywhere. And the same thing happens every time, is the initial drive is hair-raising. Hair-raising. You're absolutely beside yourself. And you actually think, I don't know if I can do this. And you're trying to play it cool for the most, you don't want to worry the people you're with.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're hyper vigilant. But you will find, and I promise you, after the first couple of drives, you'll find you just slip into it.
The sound.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
And you do within like a day or two, you're just like, oh, this is just, you just adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Humans are really adaptable creatures. That's part of what we are. We just adapt to things. And within a couple of days, you sort of check yourself and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just doing this.
Comfortable. Yeah.
To be honest, I'd adapt. You adapt to their way of driving, where you sort of forget your way of driving.
It's
You know what I
weird
mean?
when you come back as well.
Yeah, when you
you'll
come back, that initial drive back, you're like, oh yeah, this is like the other way now.
Got roundabouts here.
Yeah, I just think roundabouts seem fucked to me. Like I was in Lanzarote and I was obviously they driving the opposite side of the road, and I couldn't make sense of the fast lane. I couldn't make sense of all of these little things on roundabouts. Straight away you just that hair raising drive.
America
and then you're
doesn't
there.
really have the fast lane though, does it? They've got it's
Just-
pretty much a free for all, isn't
Just
it?
a free for all, yeah. I tell you what, you couldn't do though. You couldn't do it without sat nav. That's a game changer
Yeah.
because it just tells you what to do.
Yeah.
It tells you what lane to be in. I would have had a very different experience if I didn't have the phone telling me what to do all the time. Like every single place you go, you ask the sat nav, and it obviously I assume you're allowed to have your phone in your hand over there, right? I don't think there's a law against using your phone while you're driving. I think it's kosher. over there.
really?
That's weird.
I think
That's
so.
weird.
I think that was my belief.
You didn't get pulled for it, so.
So yeah, for the most part, I'm just following the phone like. And
I know when my dad did it back in the day when I was a kid, I think he did it without a sat nav and he had to pull over and ask somebody for directions once. That was, I think, pulling over to some stranger quite late at night in America is a bit sketchy.
Yeah.
But he did that and the guy was like, oh, come, we're looking for, what was it, Kissimmee, Florida.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh man, I got my jogging head on. And helped us get directions. But yeah, that would be, yeah, you're right. Sat nav's probably the way to go there.
yeah, it did. It made a difference. I'll be honest. What I did do. Did you ever on your trip? Did you ever go outside of the Disney bubble?
What do you mean?
Well, pretty much Orlando and surrounding areas is pretty much the Disney bubble.
Yeah.
Like it's all for tourists.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go further afoot?
Not this time, at least.
So I did. And I encountered some real backward people. I mean, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit kickers.
I often hear that, when you're watching your Family Guys or whatever, they trash Florida so much, it's like a trashiest place, but you never really see it in the Disney area, the Orlando.
Yeah, I've driven a few hours outside of that. I went on a bit of a mission, and my wife is also my sister. You know what I mean? We had 8
There'll be a lot
kids,
of
4 died. We only got 6 left. You know what I mean? That's what we're dealing with. I've seen some real backward people. It was awful because I went to a theme park that was very pretty far away, and obviously my first experience was these professionals on these uber safe rides and stuff in the Disney bubble and very secure. When I went to this other theme park, right, and it was ran by those sorts of people,
Your Joe Exotics of the world.
Yeah. And you felt incredibly unsafe because they I don't know, mate. There was just some aura of my life's in your hands, and like, nah, fam, you don't want your life in that guy's hands, man. You know what I mean?
I think we did one of them parks like when I was a kid. It was Gatorland, and I'm not sure how far out of the Disney bubble that is actually, but like
Within it.
Is it within it? Because that was pretty fucking ropey. Where there's like you can buy like hot dogs, and you can just lob hot dogs at crocodiles and alligators and shit, and that like. And there's not much between you and the crocodiles either. There's like maybe it's like a shit wooden fence or something like that.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yep, have a hot dog, man.
Yeah.
Seems mad.
Yeah, I don't know. You shouldn't really play with crocodiles. Yeah. So this Gatorland, is it?
This looks like the place. But like, there's a fuck ton of alligators at this park.
Yeah. They're the little ones though, right? Alligators.
I don't know. Are they littler? I think they've definitely got a nicer temperament than a crocodile.
I don't know about temperaments, but saltwater crocodiles are meant to be the biggest and most dangerous.
My mum was telling me about this. See this one bottom left with like half a head? This is real, this. Like there's something about...
That looks like a Photoshop. Is that real?
Yeah, it's real. So like this... I never seen it, but my mum told me the story that Gatorland currently has this crocodile, alligator there, and it has obviously been damaged in like real life. Obviously, it's going to struggle to survive, so they've taken it on. Something happened to it, basically.
Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, it's got half a head, so obviously it's not going to do too well because it can't bite things.
Oh yeah, it'll struggle like.
Funny with like the shortened head at the top. It looks like a frog, doesn't it?
I kind of like them more with half a head.
You know what I saw the other day?
I feel like I'd fight one a lot better with half a head.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything, right?
Yeah.
I saw a gator that had been, like they wrap the mouths up with gaffer tape when they sort of catch them.
Yeah.
I saw a gator that they were trying to rescue it, and it had been missing for 6 months. So we were trying and catch this gator, but it had been left with the gaffer tape on and released back into the wild.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I just think like, yeah, it's a gator, yeah, it's dangerous, but that's brutal. You're literally...
Starving.
It's just starving, but this gator had been there for 6 months with this stuff they were trying to catch it.
And just survived.
This guy ended up catching it, and it was still healthy. It was still of a decent size. It wasn't malnourished.
Well, it would have been malnourished. How was it eating?
No, these gators can last up to a year without eating.
Right.
I know.
They're like, they survived the whole...
It doesn't surprise us that would happen though. Like you've ever seen like Steve Irwin releasing one back, and like the tape was always like the last thing to come off, and it's like always like the gator's like hanging out of the boat before they try and take it off.
Yeah.
Like it's very easy to see how one would get away like that, but like
100%. But even then, this guy who catches gators all the time and replaces them and rehomes them, like he was just like, the person who did this clearly didn't mean it, because nobody would ever do this to a creature.
Do you know what I heard whilst I was here? I heard they might not be anacondas, but like big snakes. Mm-hmm. I heard that due to people releasing pets that weren't native to the area,
yeah,
but those pets then thriving in the environment, that this place has a problem with very big killer snakes. Like, the type that squeeze you to death.
Like the constrictor ones, yeah.
The shit that swallows you. So like, apparently, yeah, it's like a real thing that like it's now infested with these big monster killer snakes.
Yeah, I've heard this. There's actually like I watch all this sort of shit on YouTube. This is my scene.
Yeah.
So there's this guy who literally is called the Python Hunter. And he goes out and about and like runs excursions, because you get rewards for killing these pythons. There's that many of them. They're like infesting. They're taking all the eggs of like endangered birds and stuff. And it's just like some of the he's like caught like 14-foot pythons, and like the thicker than my head. Like it's mental.
This is what stresses me out. I fuck when people have like pet tarantulas and shit. Like you don't need them, mate. Like no, because people are divvies. One of them's going to get out.
I used to have a snake.
Then you're going to have loads of tarantulas, and you're fucked.
You think how many times, even in our country, tarantulas have escaped, and people have just gone, eh.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're worried, though. I lost my snake once. No, honestly.
You had a snake?
I had a snake called Ting Tong.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Here comes the racial
called
slurs.
Ting Tong. No. It's
Ting
just called Ting Tong. I was big into Little Britain at the time. We called it Ting Tong. Brilliant
Oh,
snake.
yeah, so not racist at all.
No,
not really.
That.
Little Britain was racist. I wasn't racist calling it Ting Tong. Anyway, it got in the Northern Echo, my snake. In fact, I might be able to find the article.
Please tell me they noted it.
Is it you holding the snake by any chance? Are you in the photo?
I am in the photo holding the snake.
Upon its capture?
Hang on. It's called, the article was called Windscreen Viper.
What, sorry?
Windscreen Viper, because basically my snake was going to the Snake Hotel. There I am. Holding my yeah. Ting Tong the snake is gone.
That's a dashing jacket.
I know, yeah.
Thank you very
Look at
much,
that.
mate. So Ting Tong the snake, and what had happened was Ting Tong the corn snake was on its way to the pet shop with the Coates family from Milton St George, went on holiday. But Jonathan and Karen were driving, 12-year-old son Louis. The snake escaped from its basket and went underneath their dashboard. So what my dad did was ring a garage, said, listen, I know it sounds crazy, but my snake's basically got into the front of my engine. Is there any way they can remove it? And after 3 calls of getting hung up on because they thought it was a joke, eventually my dad got to the right garage and they removed it. But the problem was Ting Tong, as you can see, beautiful snake, was grey and sort of black. And this snake, once you looked inside the bonnet, all the wires were grey and black, so nobody could tell where this snake was.
Oh, shit.
So Ting Tong was deep within the engine, thankfully not hurt and very safe, and eventually was removed. But yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't fry itself, on the hot engine.
Well, that's it. But they're very clever creatures, snakes, and yeah, that was a scary moment.
I'm assuming, because with the handling of this snake, I'm assuming it wasn't harmful in any way.
It was. It could fuck up a frozen mouse, mate. It could fuck up a frozen mouse, but that was about it. I used to dangle it.
You weren't scared of your fingers getting nipped or anything
No,
like that?
it bit me a couple of times. Not bad. Shat on me more than it bit me.
Huh. I never thought of that.
You don't think about snakes shitting.
Yeah, and a snake shit. Jesus, it shat on my cousin one Christmas, and he stunk all day. Like they have a smelly shit. You got to think all they're eating is mice.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Of course.
But we used to have frozen mice in our freezer, and then you'd defrost them on a day. You'd feed it 3 times a week, one mice. And
you can have dogs.
yeah, we had a dog after, it was better. But Ting Tong was great.
Well,
Ting Tongs?
Ting Tong.
Yeah.
Look at you. You look like a little Charlie Bucket there.
I know I
Look
can
at
see
that
him.
Rupert the Bear jacket you've got going on, man. That's
I
out
tell you
of
what, that
order.
was very cool back then. That polo undershirt, that's what you do back then.
Yeah.
But
Now I bet you wish you had that now. It probably still fits you, does it?
it does, mate. Yeah, I've still got that shirt. Thank
It was
you.
a cheap shot, wasn't it?
I
liked it,
I took
though.
myself there, you know what I mean? I'll have had it.
I like that. Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame. What's the article? It's a shame. Yeah. Anyway,
Go down, 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 go down. Is that Mr. Southpaw happy with the snake?
No, it's not. It's not Mr. Southpaw. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, Ting Tong, bless him. How did Ting Tong demise then?
Ting Tong got rehomed eventually because I was just a bit sick of having a snake, and it went to a lovely gypsy family.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Animals are for life, Louis. You can't just
No,
fuck them
I
off.
got sick of Ting Tong. She was great while she was there, but got a bit much in
So
the
you
end.
gave your pet away?
I rehomed it. I actually made a bit of money on Ting Tong, to be honest. Yeah, so
You didn't give a fuck about Ting Tong.
no,
you,
not really, mate. She was good while I had her. I enjoyed feeding her mice, but eventually I was just like, nah, I don't need a snake no more.
No.
It was
At
good
least you
time.
rehomed it and you
I was
didn't
like
just whack it in the
12
back
to about
garden.
14. I had a snake. I don't
You had
know.
it a couple of years.
A couple of years. It was cool.
Never.
I enjoyed it.
I've got no desire to have a snake. I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of spiders. But
It was
snakes.
cool getting a
Snakes don't bother
snake
me
out.
either.
Like, oh, you want to come see my snake? Not like that. But it was pretty cool. You know, like,
No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, it would be.
But boys
would be
always
kinda
have
cool.
childish minds, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
You're never going to not think that.
Nah,
no.
come and see me snake.
Yeah.
I can see you lurking around middle of St. George at night asking people to come and see your snake.
Come stroke my snake, mate. There you go. Yeah, Ting Tong.
Yeah, Ting Tong, big up. Rest in peace. Probably gone now, right? How long did he live?
Yeah, I think Ting Tong's gone now. That was 10 years ago.
If you could have any pet, what would it be? Like, play the game. So, like, any animal.
Penguin.
A penguin.
Penguins are mint,
off
man.
it.
Fucking love a penguin.
That's a good one.
A penguin.
Yeah.
Walking around like
Yeah.
Mr. Popper.
Yeah. If you had a decent little like pool area for it, so we could have a bob about, and then yeah.
Huh. I
be
thought
cool
you'd go
as
more
well.
dramatic than that, but I get a
You
penguin.
could go like a tiger or something.
Well, yeah. Like
Mike
a bear.
Tyson.
You know, imagine having a bear.
So, come and see me bear.
Yeah, well, yeah. Imagine walking down the street, you know, through a dog walking park. People have got the dogs, and you've got a bear. Like,
Cool as fuck though, innit? Like, you know, like just when you're in the house and you're just chilling on the couch and you just look to your right, you've got like a bear on the couch watching EastEnders with you. Like,
sat
yeah,
upright.
man.
Like a human.
Yeah, bucket of popcorn and something.
Yeah,
Like,
and he
yeah,
looks
man.
back at you. You know, Yeah, that'd be cool. What about you, Southpaw? What's your favourite pet? What would you have?
To be honest, I'd like a monkey.
Right.
If we're going that route, because you'd probably be able to like eventually teach the monkey shit, clever.
Go into that
Like,
house, that window's open, nick some stuff, bring it back.
Like I don't know. I
There's
watched
a
Planet
shout.
of the Apes. I watched Caesar. If I've got a relationship like Caesar and his owner, that'd be pretty fucking cool, wouldn't it?
Who's Caesar?
You never seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, it's St. Planet of the Apes.
No.
No,
What?
good. Yeah, he's
It's
like,
just
he was like the chimpanzee who like got the human intelligence and shit.
This is a new film, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
franchise has been going like what would say like 2012ish.
yeah, 2012. But that was Caesar. But that was he was cute as fuck when he was a baby.
No. I thought Planet of the Apes I thought there was two. One really old and one just redone. No?
Yeah.
There was a really old one, like
the one that's been redone though. That's like it's got to be at least 10 years old at this point.
yeah,
Is
it's
it?
quite old.
I mean, there's been a few of them. I think there was an installment recently out, wasn't there? Like a few months back.
Yeah. 'Cause I was going to go see it
Yeah.
recently. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't realise it was like a big thing.
Yeah, it's been going for a while. To be fair, I'm not massive on them, but like they're good for a watch.
Oh,
They're not bad.
Yeah, no, I think you really enjoy the first one. If you do a one a night for a week, you'd fall in love with it, man.
You know, one day, apes are going to become more like humans, you know.
You reckon they're gonna just catch up with us?
People who look after, I mean, I could be talking out my ass, but stuff I listen to says that, you know, like the whole like evolution thing and that, like the evolution of things. That like apes, even through the time we've been recording, there is evidence to show that there is, obviously, because evolution takes fucking thousands of years,
Yeah.
but like there's very, very, very small things or whatever of them evolving, like starting to use tools that they didn't want to use, like
Fucking hell.
because like if you just think like there's probably once upon a time like whatever we are, we were them once, you know,
Yeah.
like everything evolves in some way. Like evolution, just because evolution's happened, it hasn't stopped. Now it's still
No, of course.
happening.
Humans, we
Humans.
evolved really in the
Yeah, the size of humans, size of our heads.
Yeah.
People were smaller, had different shaped skulls, like shit like that.
Mad.
And like there might be a time, like if the planet lives long enough, where like we can live with apes.
And I could develop speech or something like that. That would be
I know, yeah.
imagine.
Imagine just like sitting on a bus and it's like you and apes. Imagine. Yeah, I could see it. I'd like that.
Yeah.
Really, really, really aggressive and strong though, apes.
Yeah.
They mess you up
Oh yeah.
big time.
Yeah. UFC fighting would be would be a nightmare.
All great. All great. Imagine that. There's a fight for the UFC middleweight and it's you know, Kamergalov, whatever his name is, versus a ape.
King Kong. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine that.
No
I'd-
teeth allowed.
I'd definitely pay my 40 quid to watch that.
I mean that. What's the name? Jake. What's the name?
Paul?
Jake Paul. He would have a go, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would, yeah.
Jake Paul fights ape.
Yeah.
Imagine that. It'd sell, right?
It'd definitely fucking sell.
So did I hear on the grapevine that we're going to do a quiz, Southpaw?
We do have a quiz.
A quiz?
Do we?
25 question quiz.
A
25.
question
Whoa.
quiz. Yeah. I'm quite good at quizzes, Johnny. You know that?
I'm quite bad at them. We're like a bad match here.
Yeah. Or perfect. You know, it's like yin and yang.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So what's the quiz about, Southpaw?
You've got 4 rounds. General knowledge round of 5 questions. You've got movies round of 5 questions. You've got sports round of 10 questions. And then you got historical events.
Historical events.
My
Which I
general
think
knowledge, my quiz knowledge is fucking terrible.
As far as I know, you're quite good with historical events, Daniel.
I'm going to paint this out as like, this is like a David and Goliath story. Like, you're like the Goliath here. Like, if I can win this, like...
I mean, yeah,
fucking
Dan,
hell.
you used to do
We're
a
seeing
quiz.
something.
You know what my opinion is? I've said it before. Good quiz people are just older people because they've just heard more stuff. You know what I mean? Like rule of thumb is an older person will be a younger person.
Yeah.
You know, at a quiz because they just heard more stuff and they've retained more information, right?
But then
Yeah.
it's always good, like, you go to a quiz night and you always want at least one young person, just for any of the modern music and
Yeah.
stuff like that, like
To learn about that Taylor Swift and stuff.
100%, all that shit.
So have you thought about the process of this quiz? Like, how are we writing answers down? Are we?
We could take a quick break and we can write it down if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I'll have a quick break and then we'll play this quiz.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Do you have a business? Thinking about starting one? Dash, the bespoke web design and branding experts. When you have a business that needs a professional online presence, when your current website is starting to look a little outdated and tired, when you have an idea and want to see it brought to life online, that's where Dash can help. Dash create bespoke websites built around your business and its requirements, from exceptional e-commerce stores to sell your products online, to beautiful brochures showcasing who you are and what you do. The team at Dash will become an extension of your business. You'll be assigned a dedicated team who will help guide and advise from the initial design brief all the way to the website launch. Not only that, Dash provide full aftercare to carry out any changes, alterations or updates quickly and efficiently. It's like having your very own personal web development team 365 days a year. Dash understands that in today's world, the right online image, exposure and representation is the key to success. Book in a free, no obligation consultation with one of their experts today to see how Dash can make your online vision an online reality. Just visit www.dashmedia.co.uk or search Dash Media on Google to find out more. Dash, the bespoke website and branding experts.
Right, are you ready for the quiz?
Let's have a quiz.
Yeah?
Do it.
So, okay, let's go, Southpaw. What's number one? Let's go.
Okay, question number uno. What is the largest ocean on Earth?
Already fucked. Get up.
Okay.
What is the largest ocean on Earth? Question number two. Who discovered penicillin?
Well,
This is your general knowledge round. Who discovered penicillin? Question number two. 25 questions for those watching. Question number three. In what year did the Berlin Wall fall? In what year did the Berlin Wall fall? I'll take closest to.
These are some stupid fucking answers.
Question number four. What is the capital city of Canada?
easy.
Question number four of your general knowledge round. What is the capital city of Canada? Question number five. Now, I'm sorry about this one. It's pretty tough. Which element has the atomic number 1? Which element has the atomic number 1? If you get that one, I'd be very impressed because I would not have a clue. Okay, happy with that round?
Yeah, easy.
Moving on to round number 2. This is your movies round. Johnny, this should be breezy for you. Who directed the movie Inception?
Oh, no.
Sorry, Daniel.
Oh, no.
Who directed the movie Inception?
You know that, Johnny?
Yeah.
You might get this one, Daniel. What year? I mean, this is one for Twan. Twan, if you're watching, you already know this.
One never watches.
What year was the original Jurassic Park movie released? Question number 7 of your movies round. What year was the original Jurassic Park movie released? Question number 8, another one for John Lahr. What actor played the Joker in the 2008 film The Dark Knight? Daniel, that is a Batman film. Which actor played the Joker role in the 2008 film The Dark Knight? Question number 8. Question number 9. What name of the kingdom where the 2013 animated movie Frozen is set? What is the name of the kingdom where the 2013 animated movie Frozen is set? What's the name of that kingdom in Frozen? That's pretty tough.
I'm out.
Okay.
You know that?
It'll be somewhere in my mind, but nah, I don't know what. I don't think I do.
Question number 10 of your movies round. This is the final one of the movies round. What is the highest grossing animated film of all time as of 2022?
Animated.
What is the highest grossing animated film of all time as of 2022? Now, this was a remake, and it was a remake in 2019. Animated film. Highest grossing of all time. Question number 10.
They remade an animated film.
That's my answer out the window.
So I'll give you a little bit of a hint there.
You know what? I've got a good guess there.
Feel like Johnny's got that.
I do too. It's okay.
Okay,
I'ma make up
this
in the
is
next
your
round.
third round, and the sports round lasts 10 questions. Round 3, sports. Question number 11. Who holds the record for the most career goals in the UEFA Champions League? Who holds the record for the most career goals in the UEFA Champions League? Thank you very much, Christopher. Question number 12. What year was the first modern Olympic Games held, and in which city?
Repeat that again. Give that again.
What year was the first modern Olympic Games held, and in which city?
You had that question in the last quiz, and I did not retain that information. I'm sure,
What?
didn't you? You did, didn't you?
I don't know. What year was the first modern Olympic Games held, and in which city? Okay, that's question number 12. Moving on to question number 13. Which cyclist won the Tour de France 7 consecutive times before being stripped of his titles? Which cyclist won the Tour de France 7 consecutive times before being stripped of all his titles? I think you've both got that, surely. Which sport would you find a triple salchow? Which sport would you find a triple salchow?
Salchow.
A salchow, triple salchow. Think Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
In
I'm
which
just gonna-
sport would you find a triple salchow?
Yeah, I'm just going to throw some out there.
Okay. Question number 15 of your sports round. Who was the youngest player to score 10,000 points in the NBA?
Well, just go with the only person I know that was good in the NBA.
Who was the youngest
Yep.
player to score 10,000 points in the NBA?
There's only 2 basketball players I know.
Same.
Well, you've got a 50-50 there.
Yeah.
I know which two you're talking about.
Yep.
Question number 16. Who won the FIFA World Cup in 2018? Easy one there for you. Which country won the FIFA World Cup in 2018?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know whether either of you will get this one. Who holds the record for the most home runs in a single MLB season?
I'm out.
No, couldn't name a single.
Who holds the record for the most home runs in a single MLB season?
I'm thinking of, do I know any MLB people?
No, me neither. Baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know this one until put the question together. It's quite weird. In tennis, what piece of fruit is found? This is question 18, by the way. In tennis, which piece of fruit is found at the top of the Wimbledon men's singles trophy? In tennis, what piece of fruit is found at the top of the Wimbledon men's singles trophy? Okay, question number 19. How many points is a touchdown worth in American football? Question number 19. How many points is a touchdown worth in American football?
Purely a guess, like.
Okay, question number 20. Who was the first athlete to win 4
Hang on. Question number 20.
Yeah.
That's bad because I'm on 19.
19 was American football. 18 was tennis. 17 was MLB.
Ah, that's why.
16 was the FIFA World Cup.
Okay.
Question number 20. Who was the first athlete to win 4 gold medals at single Olympic Games? Who was the first athlete to win 4 gold medals at a single Olympic Games?
Oh no.
You do know.
I do know. What's his name?
Read again, Southpaw.
Who was the first athlete to win 4 gold medals at a single Olympic Games?
I know who it was, but I can't remember his name. I could draw him, you know. I could tell you what he did and what event it was, but I don't know his name.
Okay. Round 5, historical events. Technically, this is round 4, actually. Round 4, historical events. Question number 21. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Pretty easy, that one. Question number 22 of the historical events round. Which event triggered the start of World War I in 1914? Which event triggered the start of World War I in 1914? I learnt about this in history.
I thought it was like a culmination of events. I didn't know there was any one.
1914, World War I. What triggered it? Question number 23. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. The Treaty of Versailles.
Versailles.
The Treaty of Versailles was signed in what year, officially ending World War I? So the start was 1914. The Treaty of Versailles. Treaty of Versailles was signed in what year, officially ending World War I? Okay. What historic event took place on July 20th, 1969? Quite a massive event for the whole world, that was. What historic event took place on July 20, 1969? Quite a bit of controversy about that to this day.
Oh, we don't need clues. You know.
I did anyway. I assume I have it.
Okay, final question here before we get into the answers. What major event happened on December 7th, 1941 that led to the United States into World War II? What major event happened on December 7th, 1941 that led the United States into World War II? Okay, do you want to swap answers, please, guys?
Let's go, champ. Let's go. How are you
Okay.
feeling, Johnny?
Yeah, that'll be interesting, that.
How are you feeling out of 25, what you saying?
Oh, okay.
He's got an answer for everything.
I don't, mate.
Yeah? What you guessing? How many do you think you've got, both?
I think I fucked that, you know. There's some embarrassing answers in there, I know for a fact.
How many was it? 25? Mm-hmm. I reckon I got 16.
Yeah.
Okay, first round, general knowledge. What is the largest ocean on Earth? The answer is the Pacific Ocean.
Hey.
Huh.
Question number 2. Who discovered penicillin? That was Alexander Fleming.
So it wasn't Jamie Redknapp then, no?
No, it wasn't, mate. Question number 3.
I had faith in him. He's a smart lad.
He's a smart lad, yeah.
Question number 3. In what year did the Berlin Wall fall? It was 1989.
Damn closest 1986. That was way off.
Yeah.
Question number 4. What is the capital city of Canada? It is, of course, Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Sister spent a bit of time out there.
In Ottawa?
Question number 5. Which element has the atomic number of 1?
Hydrogen.
It is hydrogen.
Yay. Well done, Dan.
I would not have got that.
No.
Movies round. Question number 6. Who directed the movie Inception? It is, of course, Christopher Nolan.
Never heard of him.
Question, really?
Really?
No, or the movie.
Amazing director.
You ain't seen
And
Inception?
Fantastic film.
Yeah, that's a great film. You watch that.
Question number 7. What year was the original Jurassic Park movie released? It was 1993.
Oh, we're split right down the middle there then. Both got it wrong.
Okay, well, that may come to an ultimatum. We'll see.
No, it won't, no.
Both get 1 point for now. Question number 8. Which actor played the Joker in the 2008 film The Dark Knight? It was, of course, the late Heath Ledger. And what a fantastic role that was. Question number 9.
Do you think he was better than the recent one, the skinny guy? I don't. You know the skinny guy that played the lunatic?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Him.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Really?
I do, yeah. He fully got into that role. It made him mental.
I reckon if you put Heath Ledger in that film, it would have been, whoa.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't reckon Heath Ledger could have did it like he did. I mean, I could be wrong. Okay, what do I know? But I guess they were both great parts, right?
Yeah.
In their own.
In their own right.
Yeah.
We can agree that Jared Leto's Joker was fucking shit, though.
Yeah, it was not good. It was not good.
Wow.
Question number 9. The kingdom in the 2013 animated movie Frozen is, of course, Arendelle.
Course.
So not Scunthorpe.
Unfortunately not, mate.
I did put an answer for everything.
You
you
did.
know?
You never know.
Question number 10. What is the highest grossing animated film of all time as of 2022?
Lion King?
It's The Lion King, the 2019 remake. Very good as well.
Damn it. I thought I knew. As soon as I heard high grossing, I just thought Avatar.
Yeah.
2000. Question number 11. Who holds the record for the most career goals in the UEFA Champions League? Chris, you got that right. It is, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 12. What year was the first Olympic Games held and in which city? It was 1896 and it was Athens.
He gets half a point because he got Athens. You just got the year wrong.
Wow.
We'll say a half.
Yeah.
Well played.
Question number 13. The cyclist who was stripped of all his titles was, of course, Lance Armstrong.
I really had a conundrum about whether it was Neil or Lance. I always get them mixed up.
14. In which sport would you find a triple salchow? Figure skating.
Ah.
15. Who was the youngest player to score 10,000 points in the NBA? It was LeBron James.
It was the other one.
50, yeah. We both went Michael Jordan.
Oh, nightmare.
No.
16. Which country won the FIFA World Cup in 2018? France.
Well done, Dan. After Italy.
17. Who holds the record for the most home runs in a MLB season? Barry Bonds.
Oh, him.
Yeah,
Well done, Barry.
He's on the
Bonds.
tip of my
Should have known it was
Yeah.
good old Barry.
So it wasn't me then, no?
In tennis,
Put Dan Brown down.
in tennis, that piece of fruit on the Wimbledon's men's single trophy is a pineapple. Not an upside down pineapple, just a pineapple. 19. How many points is a touchdown worth in American football? 6 points.
Is it? Bloody hell. Miles off.
Both put 2.
Who was the first athlete to win 4 gold medals at single Olympic Games?
The swimmer, right?
Jesse Owens.
Ah.
I believe Jesse was a runner.
Ah.
Well,
He won 4.
He did.
it's a he. Oh, shows how much I know.
Yeah. 21. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Of course, Margaret Thatcher. 22. Which event triggered the start of World War I in 1914? The assassination of Franz Ferdinand of Austria. Archduke, sorry.
I think we shared a similar mindset on that.
The Germans.
Johnny's put the Germans. And I've put the Germans doing German
Can
stuff.
we just have the point because it was probably a German guy who assassinated him?
I can't give you that, unfortunately. The Treaty of Versailles was signed in what year, officially ending World War I? 1919.
Dan put 1918. Is he having that?
Hang on a minute, champ.
Ooh.
Whoa. Hang on.
Go on, try and test me.
The First World War ended in 1918.
I didn't ask when it ended. I asked when officially ending World War I. It might have ended before, but the Treaty of Versailles was what officially ended it.
Go on, are you giving it a Google?
I can give it a Google.
Just do a quick check.
If this proves to be right, I really want to look into this Scunthorpe answer. You know?
Okay.
What are you saying, Southpaw?
11th of November, 1918.
So it was 1918, yeah? Right, so go back to this Scunthorpe answer. Yeah?
Yep. Yeah.
So it says 1918, but I don't know. That's what I got. The Treaty of Versailles. So anyway, Dan, you can have that point. I'll let you have it.
Cheers, mate.
24. What historic event took place on the July 20th, 1969? It was the Apollo 11 moon landing where Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon.
Allegedly.
If it happened,
Allegedly.
yeah. 25. This is your final one. Which major event happened on December 7th, 1941 that led the United States into World War II?
Pearl Harbor.
It was the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Well done.
So total them up, pass them back, and we will reveal who the winner is. Let us know in the comments at home how you have done. See if you can beat Dan and Jonny. You don't think that'll be too
Chris
hard?
will beat the pair of us.
Yeah. Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a strong 9.5 in the house over this
That's
way.
strong 13 over there. So Dan is the victor.
Dan is Victor.
Dan's victored.
Well played,
I'm happy
Daniel.
with the 9.5.
It's not bad.
I'm proud
Out
of
of
me.
25, it's
Out
not
of
too
25, you know, it's nearly half.
Yeah.
I do
I'm
think
impressed.
there are some people at home that will have won.
I mean, following the Treaty of Versailles thing, I mean, you know, there could be all to pot that. There could be loads of answers.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
You know, I say,
Frozen definitely took place in Scunthorpe, like.
yeah, could have done.
Mm-hmm.
Could have done.
The one I did. The one I
Yeah.
watched
Yeah.
was in Scunthorpe.
But that was good. That was good. Did a quiz. For anybody watching, yeah.
Dan is
see if
the
you can,
victor.
yeah, see if you can beat 13. I'm sure Chris Muldown, you'll get them all.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you say Chris helped you with some of them?
No, I just put Chris's name in on the football ones because he's slapped them. I know.
Yeah, he's the man, isn't
Yeah,
he?
I know he has. Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah, I'm not, you know, talk the talk. I'm not a quiz guy. I'm no good. I don't know too much. I've wrote a few, but, you know, a good quiz master would be, you know, 22, 23 on that, wouldn't he? You know?
Yeah, I always just say, I don't know. How do people know all this stuff? They must just retain it from school. I'm not spending me time like reading about like the wars. Like,
No, I think it's old. I think it's age. I think it's an age thing.
Yeah.
I reckon.
you just come to appreciate them things.
Have you ever been to a pub quiz before? A proper one?
Mm, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
get me out. I've walked out of a few midway through
you?
before. Yeah.
I'd love to do one.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a pub quiz.
They're really good. Couple of
It's-
beers deep.
Yeah, you need a good team though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a Chris.
You need a Chris.
Yeah. He'd be the guy you want.
He would.
Yeah. My dad does a pub quiz. And I think I always love this nickname. I don't know if he's still around, but one of the guys he does a quiz with, his name's Upside Down Head. Isn't that a great name? Because he's bald and he's got a beard.
Yeah, I want to see him and see if he looks like what I think he looks like.
Yeah, he's bald with a beard.
Upside down head.
That's his name. Isn't that a great name? Upside Down Head.
I do like that.
Yeah. Big up Upside Down Head.
Get him.
How long have you been rolling,
One of
Southpaw?
them double barrel names.
We're coming up to an hour 20.
Yeah. So what? We rolling there? We done?
Yeah, unless there's any other points that you want to touch on. I think the
We've
quiz
had a
went well.
Good
Yeah, I'm pretty
conversation there.
done. I'm pretty done. Listen, I've been away for 2 weeks. People don't want to hear about fucking Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. You know, that's a score. I've been away. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, it was good. That was episode 52. And this was People Like Us.
It was.
We would like to thank everybody again for watching. The like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And yeah, thank you. We'll see you next time.